What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we have the whole Chasing J's product suite for the FL5 Type R. So let's show you what we have, and it's gonna be a full tutorial install. It's pretty straightforward. All right, so inside our bucket we have the full Chasing J's catalog. We pretty much got everything for this car that they sell. So let's see what we got. We have the oil cap, got this gold membership society, because these are all like the gold edition parts, and we have the valve cover and with all the matching titanium hardware. This is for the, I think, the battery or the fuse box. More hardware too. This is for the ECU cover. This is the battery tie down. This is the washer fluid. And then this is for the brake booster. So, got a lot of goodies in here. And then on the valve cover one, they give you the little plaque too that we'll put on. And then we have the dipstick. And then we already installed the Chasing J's shift knob, the shift rod, and the shift boot delete. So you can see it's a nice gold everywhere. And he's also going to get an Alcantara cover to replace that silver one. So it should match up to the armrest. So this is what the engine bay looks like right now. There are no Chasing J's parts in here. It's all other titanium goods from other brands. And I think with the titanium, it's gonna look really nice along with the red and the black theme going on right here. So we're gonna start with the battery tie down. We're gonna put the intake back in, and we'll show you everything else. There actually is one Chasing J's piece we put on here. This is the expansion tank cap. This one I'm actually not a huge fan of. This little coin piece is just glued on, and shortly after I installed it, the glue failed and the thing popped right off, so I had to re-glue it back on. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that piece. All right, so we're putting the battery tie down on. The longer stud is going to go on the inside of the engine bay, and you're going to want to make sure that the stud faces out this way so it sits flush against the battery insulation. And then you're going to do the same for the other side. It's the shorter stud. All right, so now we're going to do the washer fluid cap. So this blue piece just pops right off, and then we get the new one. So I looked it up. Apparently this thing just snaps on, and these little holes, no set screws. They're used for venting apparently. So here is the cap. Pretty nice quality piece. I think it literally just snaps on. That's it. Not entirely sturdy. Like it just flops around, but it's on there. So again, not really pieces that I would personally put on my car, but hey, if it looks nice. So that's it. It just snaps on. All right, so next up we have our ECU cover. So it comes with a little 3M tape. Slice that open. We cleaned this with some isopropyl alcohol, get any grease off. It's also cold in the garage, so we put it up against our heater to warm up the surface for better adhesion.
So I think stick one side first.
Yep. So the way I would do it is stick it to the titanium piece first. Mm-hmm. Make sure you get all along each little ridge. You want it to sit flush against the material, and then it'll just go on as such.
So there you go. That's our adhesive. It's going to be a little bit hard to peel this if you're wearing gloves, because the titanium tarnishes if you handle it wrong, so I like to wear gloves just to be safe. Alright, I'll just stick it to the ECU cover. Make sure we're centered before I do anything. That was the wrong direction. There you go. There you go. That's your ECU cover. Alrighty, and now we're just going to reinstall our little ECU cover with the new Chasing J's titanium. Just got to line it up. Click in the back, click in the front, and you're good to go. There we go.
All right, moving on to our dipstick. Pretty clever about it. They put a PVC pipe around it for shipping so that it doesn't get bent. I wouldn't have thought about that, honestly. So there's our new dipstick. Pretty snazzy.
Yeah.
So install might be pretty difficult on this one. Oof.
Oh, God.
That's a lot of work. I think I'd rather do motor mounts.
A little bit of engine oil on these O-rings. They go in nicely. There we go. It even says in the Chasing J's disclaimer to do that. Check that, and we're just gonna install her.
All right. Install is reverse order. Wow! Would you just look at it? All right. Pretty cool.
I would be so pissed off if every time I had to check my oil, I had to go like...
That is crazy, guys. Like, I don't know about all this engine bay bling stuff. It looks good, but functionality-wise, I don't really know. But honestly, try to pull that out.
Okay. I'm not being dramatic. I'm being 100% for real.
Yeah, like...
I haven't even made a dent.
This is...
And I lubed those O-rings before putting it in, too.
That's form over function for you guys.
Yeah.
Anyways, on to the next one, Brake Master. So this one does come with set screws, as you can see. And I think it literally... Does it replace the OEM cap? Or does it just goes over it?
I'm pretty sure it goes over it.
Probably just goes over it, because there's no way that this is going to seal. Alright, so now we're working on the Brake Master. So what you're going to do is put these set screws in loosely, and then you're going to stick the cap in with the tabs against the set screws, and then you'll torque them down with a 2.5 millimeter hex head. Alright, next up we have our valve cover bolts, and they include this little slip that tells you the torque sequence. So what we're actually going to do is follow this sequence to remove and replace them in order. So that's going to be like this one right there. Remove that bolt. We're going to put the new one in, torque it, move on to the next one, remove it, and retorque it. So we'll show you that once it's all done. All right, so we just finished up the fuse box as well. So everything is starting to tie together and look really good. Ben just finished up the valve cover bolts too. So we went around, took out one by one, retorqued them down to spec. It goes in the front, on the sides, and on the back side of the motor, which you probably can't see on the camera, but it's the little details, and I have to agree, they do look really nice with the red and the dipstick. So next up, we're gonna do the actual valve cover trim, and that should tie it all together, and then we have the oil cap as well. So that's gonna go right there. All right, important little note from Chasing J's. The little plastic sheathing that goes around the coil pack harness, this plastic right here, hard plastic, because that sits there, it doesn't allow the new valve cover trim to sit flush against the valve cover itself. So we have to remove the whole plastic thing and then just leave the bare wires, so that way you can kind of push the wires down. So that's what we're doing right now. The plastic is held in by a bunch of little clips, so you probably have to get a little pick or a pry and just slowly go at it and then take the whole plastic cover off, and then we'll be good to go. All right, so we removed that plastic sheathing, so the wires are just exposed, but now you can kind of, you know, push them down, and then the new cover can now sit flush against the valve cover itself.
Much better.
So it looks real nice. And then they do include some rubber grommets and whatnot, so make sure to use those. The reason for that, I think, is so it can sit up against the valve cover, so you're not bolting metal to metal, or metal to the paint on the valve cover, because the valve cover is plastic. All right, guys, we are now putting on the titanium oil cap. You can see we have the valve cover on. We put the little plaque right there. So one final piece to the puzzle for the engine bay, and then next up we have the APR shrouds, which go in the engine bay as well, and then there will be some additional titanium hardware for that. But here you go, that's a full look. So we'll put the intake back on as well and show you guys how it all looks together. There you have it, guys, a full look of the Chasing J's catalog in the FL5 along with the APR shrouds. Looks really sick. Got an Iron Man theme going on here with all the red, gold, and black. It's all in the details, and we did a killer job on this. So we hope you enjoyed the video on this FL5, and we'll see you on the next build install.